Howdy friends, welcome back to the Eclectic Sam YouTube channel and welcome to my eclectic corner of YouTube, where I predominantly talk about selling on eBay, reselling in general, and thrifting. But from time to time we may do a little trip or talk about a little bit of history or give you a little story about things that have happened in my life. If you haven't already, see that subscribe button down below? Go ahead and hit that. It helps me out, plus it gives you the ability to see what's coming in the future. Today is Wednesday, the 3rd, and we had pretty good sales yesterday for a Tuesday. Let me show you what they were. First two items are things that I love to sell because they're so cheap to buy, but I don't sell as many as most people do, which is kind of odd. But they're coffee mugs. Usually you can get them for about 50 cents a piece at thrift stores. I believe that's what I paid for these. The first one is a Senator Sam Nunn, Georgia Senator, campaign from 1978 coffee mug. And that sold for $34.99 plus shipping. And like I said, I paid 50 cents for that. And next up is the Atlanta 1996 Olympics coffee mug, sold for $6.99 plus shipping. Olympic items sell real well, and I have the luck of being only about 45 minutes from Atlanta, so I find a lot of 96 Olympic stuff. Next up, we have another one of my models that sold. This was an auction item, and it sold for $17.50 plus shipping. So there goes another model. Here we have a pair of fleur-de-lis brooches. These came from a junk lot. They were missing a couple of the stones out of it, so I couldn't get as much as I would normally would out of them. But they sold for $12.99 with free shipping. The next eBay item that sold was a pair of these LTD snowboarding boots. They were girls, size 5, I believe. Yeah, size 5. And those sold for $35 plus shipping. It was kind of weird to find snowboarding boots here in Georgia. We don't have snow very often. But I had bought those a while back I had found 3 pairs, believe it or not, at one time. And I had $5 into those. So that was the last pair of those I'm glad to get rid of. The last sale of yesterday is from an Etsy sale. It was a Rough Hewn brand, denim and leather jacket. Real nice looking jacket. It sold for $39.99 plus shipping. But the thing that I love about selling is sometimes the stories that the buyers give you. This person sent me a little note stating that their father with their grandfather started Rough Hewn back, he didn't say when, but he said that he was happy to find another piece, you know, the history of his family. So that was pretty neat to you know, actually sell something to somebody that, you know, has history with that company. It's Friday, February 5th, and I haven't been videoing the past couple of days of what I've sold, so I thought I'd show you. But before we get started, let me ask y'all, since y'all are the ones that are being entertained from this video and learning, would you rather see me video the items as I pull them or show them on my table and tell you about them? Or are you all right with just the overview, like what I'm fixing to do with the pictures up in the side or whatever? Just let me know. That way, if the overview is fine with you, then we'll just keep going that way. If not, I'll do more of the pulling and everything. one way or the other. Just let me know. I'd like your input on how we proceed in the videos. The first thing that I'm going to show you that I sold is this vintage Nylint pressed steel fire truck. It was probably from the late 80s, early 90s. But it was big. It was about 2.5 feet long. And it sold for $30. I took a best offer of $30 plus shipping. And of course, because of the size, shipping wasn't very cheap. And I paid $5 for that at a local thrift store. Now, of course, that being the size that it was, we had to Frankenbox, or, you know, make a box for it. Thing to keep in mind, though, when you're buying your shipping from eBay, if it's a large item, you can now buy FedEx shipping. It used to not be that way, but it saved me about $10 by shipping this by FedEx home delivery over doing it by regular USPS. And it's straightforward and easy. You just do the same thing that you normally do, but choose FedEx instead of USPS. But one thing to keep in mind is you're not immediately charged for that. They tell you what it's going to be, then you drop it off at FedEx and they make sure that that package is what you said it was. Then once it's shipped out, they charge your eBay monthly fees. So it goes towards your eBay account, not out of your eBay money, if that makes sense. Kind of weird there. So make sure that you know that you're not confused, that you're not immediately being charged for shipping. Next up is another model from my model lot that I was selling in my personal collection. It's a Lindbergh Camaro, and it sold for $10.50 plus shipping. I thought that one was going to sell for a little bit more because it was kind of a rare model, but it's a case of it's not a desirable model, even though it's rare. Some people don't realize, you know, just because something's rare doesn't mean it's worth a lot of money. Next up is another vintage iron. I sold that one the other day. This is the last one of a lot of them that I found at a local thrift store, paid $3 a piece for. It was almost like somebody gave a collection to the thrift store. It was weird finding a bunch of antique irons at the thrift store. But that one sold for $13 plus shipping. Took a best offer on that. And the last item from the past couple of days in sales is a Mini Craft Model 8 pickup model. But this one's a little bit different. It was 1/16 scale, which is very large for a plastic model. If you go back to my previous video talking about selling die-cast vehicles, it kind of explains the size and scales and everything. But this was the one model that I was thinking about keeping and paying somebody to build, but I can't keep everything. I've told you that in the past. I'm a collector, so sometimes it's hard for me to decide if I sell something or not. But I decided to let this one go. It sold for $17.50 plus shipping, and of course that was another auction sale. Well, that was a couple of good days sales there. I'm real happy again how things are going. I just keep on selling and keep on selling because I keep on listing and keep on listing. I'm going to harp on that quite a bit now since I've actually seen the results from it and everything, that make sure that you list. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. And if you hadn't already, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can see what's coming in the future. And as always, make sure you comment any questions, suggestions, or just say hi. I love to say hi to all you guys. But until next time, my friends, I love you. Bye.